welcome to Gamersledge. I'm your host, Mark, trapped down here in the bottom right corner of the screen. Hi, everybody. And let me tell you about Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs is a game, and you know this. But I have not been able to play this game in legitimately over 2 weeks because it kept crashing on both my PS4 and my PS5. I thought maybe that I had a corrupted save file or that something was wrong with my cloud save, something along those lines. But it turns out that it's some kind of problem with the graphics settings. I could boot the game to get to the options, and where you choose to continue playing the game. But whenever I would continue, it would invariably just crash immediately afterwards. And so I really was struggling to figure out a way to fix it. I found on a Reddit forum, of all places, about something somewhat different about crashing as people were playing the opening round of the game, that if you reset your graphics, it would allow them to play. And so I went ahead and I reset, even though I don't remember changing any of the graphics functions on either the PS5 or the PS4. I went ahead and reset them to default, and guess what? I'm in the game and it's working, and it's got my save file loaded, and I'm ready to go. So we're going to continue on with Watch Dogs Legion, our fourth installment of gameplay. At this point, our missions are to... Malik betrayed us. We were framed for blowing up the Canadian High Commission. And so now we gotta try and get the evidence that he was behind the attack. And so we gotta break into a place. That's what we do in Watch Dogs. Break into a place and get some data. I'm probably gonna run there. Not that far. I won't. Let's see PS5 fast travel load time. I haven't checked this, actually, because I really haven't been able to play the game. Well, that's pretty quick. Just an instantly full bar. That's pretty impressive. I like it. Yep. Now let's see if we can find a cargo drone, because that's what I need to make my life complete. This looks like a busy street. Maybe there will be some over here. No. 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 Well, let's head towards where I'm going. And again, I'll remind viewers that the game does have language, so you've been warned. Come on. Parcel, or not parcel road, but... Yep, that's where I need to go. But I definitely can't go up the front. Up to the front door. Cargo drone, please.
That is a nice car.
Cargo drone. I mean, I can do this the old-fashioned way. I just really don't want to. Cargo drones just make it so much easier.
Podcast, the objective voice of objection. There is no objectionable world.
Sorry. Aha. Hijack. Land. There we go. Now I can do my mission. This does not go nearly as high as I want it to go. Especially with this stuff over here. We'll let them work on that drone. I'll just go over here.
I'm here. What's our plan?
We're here to find some documents we're calling the Malik dossier. Basically, it's the paper trail that proves Malik was behind the Canada House bombings. Problem is, these documents won't be on one computer. They'll be on dozens, scattered across the country.
What should we do?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Let's have Malik take it.
Surge uses a supercomputer called Filament to process information drawn from the CTOS network. It's like Noodle, if you could use it to search every document on every civilian, government or commercial device everywhere in the United Kingdom, instantly.
Top job, Bagley.
Break in and connect Bagley to a Filament administrative terminal. He'll do the rest.
As usual.
Alright, let's do it, little spider. All my friends play this game run and gun. And I just like the infiltration aspects. Oh, is what I need to do really all the way over there? Alrighty. Huh. I think I'm just gonna pull him back. And then hijack. If it's all the way over there, then I'm just gonna float over there. Sure doesn't look like there's anything stopping me from just landing and accessing it.
In order to access the Filament admin terminal from your optic interface, you'll have to align the SIRS satellite network with my packet stream from Bloom Tower.
Then, not too hard so far.
done. Now I should be able to stream myself into SIRS's nasty little Snoop computer, head to the basement and hack the filament admin terminal. There's an intruder in the building security systems. Sorry, channel is being hacked.
I've taken control of building security. But I'd prefer to end this bloodlessly, if you're willing to listen to reason.
Don't fucking listen. Zero Day took over Parliament security right before the bombings. This is their MO.
What are you talking about? I want DedSec gone, but no one else needs to die. You've proven yourselves very skilled, and I could put those skills to use. Join me. You can still make something of your lives.
Join Zero Day? That's ridiculous. Of course not.
0 Day? No, I mean sirs. You've practically been working for me anyway. And besides, we have a lot in common. We both use violence and manipulation to shape London into something better. The only difference is I know what I want it to be. Strong, stable, unified, safe. This is what I value. What about you?
Not blowing people up is near the top of the list.
Fine. If we can't convince each other, then I suppose killing will have to do.
I don't understand.
Hey, what's up, Ken?
What's up?
Finally got Watch Dogs working.
I see that.
It was a challenge, to say the least, but I actually find the answer on a Reddit forum. And it worked, even though I swear to God that I've never changed any graphic settings. They said that's what it was. You just had to reset the graphic setting, and I did, and it worked.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got to watching The Mandalorian all the way up to episode 5.
Oh, nice.
Don't make this harder on you.
Have you watched?
No. Only episode 1. Come on, cloak, recharge. There we go. Oh.
Yeah, so I plotted that north.
Oh, good. Oh, and my controller's about to die. Let me fix that off the back. Hold on one second. Accessories.
That I get to just sit on the sideline and not defend their position, simply care for them. And to be honest, it's kind of both reasons.
Okay, say something, Ken.
Something Ken.
Yay, thank you.
Is
Okay, yeah, I got a new controller plugged in. You're all good. All right, perfect. All right, so that sucks. I'll have to wait for a minute.
Be right back.
Okay.
Shit! Put out an all ports warning!
Well, all right then.
This isn't right. Lock down that spider.
Well,
Spider here. Find who's controlling it. Drone, engage search and alert protocol.
What? Twitch streamer zombie kills. Calls for mass false flag campaign against Griffin Gaming following her criticism of her identity-based requests for free video game consoles.
They're long gone. Tag local cameras and maybe they're on CTOS.
Just give me a reason to use this shotgun.
face hugger time. You're dead. Alright, let's see what we find. Let's see what we find. Oh no. Boo. I hate it when it requires me to go in person.
No one pulls to power down security.
Wow.
Oh wow, I totally forgot I got the upgrade for the spider that lets me shroud them so you can't see them anymore after you take them out. That's hilarious. They just cease being. Okay, how much walking am I doing through here? None. Spider away.
That central server is Filament's admin terminal. Connect me to it to gain access.
We are on alert for any incident.
finally go to sleep, babe. I think she'd fall asleep. She's like, Daddy, I'm not tired.
Get locked down. I don't like the look of this drone.
Stop, Marvel. Don't like doing it in person. See how it goes.
Well, shit, we've been locked out. Oh, and it seems Malik deployed the microwave drones.
Wait, what?
Microwave drones, one of Filament's novel intrusion countermeasures. They use little microwave cannons to selectively destroy compromised hardware, sort of like chemotherapy for computers. The server room automatically seals itself while they're deployed.
Guys, ideas?
Try hijacking one of the microwave drones and use it to shoot the other ones down.
Let's fan out. Be quick about it. Drone, perform a search.
We are on alert for any incident. Entering combat.
I'm done. I'll shoot you. Ah!
Come on, hijack. Hijack.
Drones down, server room unlocked. And buggery fuck, Malik has locked me out. He must have a hard line to the server.
Guys, ideas?
A full power cycle will reset his connection and give us enough time to complete the intrusion. But Filament uses 3 quantum processors with independent power. We'll have to reboot each individually.
Oh, so we unplug it and plug it back in?
Close enough.
I don't like this. I don't want to be in here.
Can you do something about this drone? It can't seem to take a fucking hint. Would you look at this? A chain of custody documents for 40 kilos of Semtex. It ricochets through a dozen shell companies, but ultimately ends up registered to an address in Southall. And would you guess who lived across the street from it for 30 years? Victoria and Imran Malik, parents to one Richard.
That doesn't prove a thing.
Well, this one is heartwarming and incriminating. It seems that the areas of Canada House immediately around the bombs were evacuated in an unscheduled drill. I have an email chain here between the facilities director and an anonymous SIRS account. Funny, that didn't make the news.
You think it's incriminating that I tried to minimize the loss of life? Come on, that's so spinnable, I'm motion sick.
Fuck off, you stupid drone. This isn't a picnic and I haven't got any jam. Could you shoot this drone down? I'd ask it politely to go away, but I'm afraid I don't speak dipshit.
This week my game comes out.
Nice. Give me 1 second. Well, that's not good.
This microwave drone has been hanging around so long I've given her a name. I'd like you to meet Ada. Would you mind killing her? Bugger off, you clinging little bastard. No, I am not your new daddy.
Hijack.
Look at this. It's an unredacted mission report with 2 SIRS agents instructed to plant explosives as part of a training exercise. And it's signed and dated by the Home Secretary himself.
Seems it's a bad day to be the secretary.
Exciting! Did you know that the head of security for Canada House had a daughter stuck in a Cairo jail? And that she was pardoned the week before the explosion? Why, he would certainly owe a very, very big favour to the SRS officer who pressured the Egyptians, wouldn't he?
I suppose he would.
This microwave drone is starting to be a real problem over here. Seems that Malik's given up having the microwave drones destroy compromised hardware. Now he's got them targeting you. The effect will be about the same, though. What do we have here? Straight from your own laptop, Malik. Case files on all these little side-offs you've been running. Honestly, you might as well have titled this Evil Bomb Conspiracy, Doc.
That's enough. You can't do this. You mustn't do this. I won't allow it.
Independent power has been rebooted. Return to the central core to complete the cycle.
Nice work, Bagley. Now let's get this git.
With pleasure. I'm fully integrated with Filament, and it seems Malik didn't quite have time to cover his tracks. I believe I can trace his position.
Do it.
All right, let's find you. Too old, too young, too ugly, too female. Ah, there he is. Hello, Malik. You've been disconnected. Is it just me, or does he look constipated? Right, wouldn't be a briefcase wanker without his briefcase. Oh look, seems someone's locked the door on him. Don't worry, there's no way that's going to... Oh no, it worked.
Guy, what the hell, mate?
Well, that's
So
a wrinkle, isn't
everybody's
it?
going back to do stuff.
Yeah, I'd like to finish
Is
this
he seriously
before.
going to try to get away
Yeah,
in a car?
no.
A car connected
Trying
to
to
the city's
finish
spanning
this
network of
before
automated surveillance devices.
Cyberpunk comes out.
That I control.
Yeah.
Auto drive now enabled.
Fuck! Hello again. You know, for all your scheming, you don't exactly think quickly under pressure.
What's next?
I sent the Malik dossier to every media outlet from the GBB to the Aberystwyth Sheep Farmers Gazette. It may take some time to sort through, but it ought to clear DedSec's name. At least for this particular thing.
And Malik?
Made the mistake of getting into a self-driving car that owed me a favor. It's taking him to a secure location.
Right, so what's so wrong with driving that car straight into the Thames?
Believe me, I'd love to, but he might be part of Zero Day. I just don't know how this all fits together, but we need to find out.
You hear that, Malik? You're going to help us for real this time.
Bloody hell, you insane robot! Slow down!
Marvel, come over here. Sit. Sit up here. Lay down. Lay down. One.
Malik has been secured at the safe house.
All right.
Goodbye.
Now that we have him, we should talk to him. Find out what he knows about Zero Day. Just don't get too close to him, all right? As long as he's alive, he's a threat.
Hey, look, they're talking about our friend Malik on the GBB.
Let's see it.
Other documents in the Malik dossier, which were released by the organization known as DedSec. Officially, SIRS disputes the veracity of the documents, though sources within the organization claim that Richard Malik himself has fled the country following what one described as an unprecedented and humiliating data breach. As more of the dossier is independently verified, counter-terror experts speculate that the bombings earlier this year may have also been misattributed to DedSec.
Well then, off to the safe house.
Okay, Richard. You can't fool us. We know about the bombings, Canada House, but also the earlier ones. So talk.
The earlier bombings? What are you... Oh, God, I've been captured by morons. I didn't do those bombings. I tried to stop those bombings. I am a patriot, and they called me a crank. Even Emma. But that's when I knew that intelligence wasn't enough. To save the Empire, I would need power, and fast.
You knew about Zero Day before you even approached us.
I'm a spy, so yes, I knew a few details about the biggest terrorist attack in recent memory. Truth to tell, I really did think Zero Day was you. That's just Occam's razor, but if you insist on a conspiracy, Albion stood the most to gain. Have you really not thought of this?
Even if you're telling the truth, you've done horrible things. At least in here, you won't hurt anyone else.
Oh, I doubt I'll be here long. These walls will fall along with all of you soon enough. This radical cooperative you created is doomed to fail, like they all are. I've seen it a dozen times in a dozen places. You will tear yourselves apart. You won't even need Zero Day or Albion or whoever. A single unified ideology, a single strong leader. These have been the characteristics of power for all of human history. Democracy and pluralism were anomalies, blips on the timeline. That's what you are. DedSec. A footnote in the history of the Empire. But now the page is turning, and you are not ready for what happens next.
Yay, trophy. Yeah, I'm not going to do your side missions right now. Sorry, guys.
No, really annoying.
What's good, Chief? I'm sorry for not being there IRL, but there's no way I'm coming out of my hidey hole. But I'll keep an encrypted connection open to your safe house. I was having a chat with your mate, Richard Malik. Just a former SIRS agent and a former Albion drone talking shop. Anyway, he pointed me to this audio recording. You should give it a listen. Could be something big.
Let's hear it.
And when you got a moment, give Malik a smack across the chops for me, will you?
All right. So, data. How do I know which one?
do you mean there's no open investigation? Are you the police or not?
We are, and I mean it exactly the way it sounds.
My friend was a journalist. She was working on a story about Sirs kidnapping people off the street, and then she goes missing. You don't find that the slightest bit suspicious?
Look, the decision not to investigate happened way over my pay grade. Do you understand? Way over.
You're fucking in on it. Jesus Christ!
I'm hanging up.
And I'm recording this. What the hell do you mean there's no open investigation? Are you the police or not?
We are, and I mean it exactly the way it sounds.
My friend was a journalist. She was...
The journalist mentioned in that call seems to have run afoul of SIRS. And seeing as they've taken 1984 less as a dire warning and more as an instruction book, she may be in trouble.
She needs us.
Agreed. Let's do it.
I've marked her last known location on your map. You should hurry, though. It was dated recently enough that SIRS... might not have caught up with her yet.
Alright. Wow, fast travel on PS5 is like instantaneous.
Yeah.
Like the bar just fills up and then you're good to go.
I've been monitoring the drone network. Mary Kelly has finally sent out the invitations to her slave market sale.
DedSec, it's Caitlin Lau. This is your specialty. Hack one of those drones and get the location where she's selling those poor microchipped people. Let's put an end to this.
This is where that journalist mysteriously vanished while she was looking into SIRS mysteriously vanishing people.
We should look into it.
I thought we might be able to get ahead of those Stasi wannabes at SIRS, but I'm seeing signs of a struggle. I've tagged a few pieces of evidence that I can analyze more closely if you get me some high-resolution stills. It looks like there's something interesting under that...
Motherfucker!
Ooh, try that again differently. That almost ended horribly.
Have you had any time on Spider-Man yet?
No, I haven't started it yet. That's why I kind of want to finish this one, and then we'll see from there.
I just consider Miles Morales as on backlog.
You consider it what?
Backlog.
Yeah.
I've only had 3 hours on it. Like I said, that was like split between both the PS2 and PS4.
PS2?
I corrected myself.
This is where that journalist mysteriously vanished while she was looking into SIRS mysteriously vanishing people.
We should look into it.
I thought we might be able to get ahead of those Stasi wannabes at SIRS, but I'm seeing signs of a struggle. I've tagged a few pieces of evidence that I can analyze more closely if you get me some high-resolution stills.
I'm not seeing anyone.
Alright, so we found that, we unlocked that.
Quiet!
It looks like there's something interesting under that car. Move it so we can have a closer look.
Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. How do I camera?
Tyre tracks, left relatively recently. 24.9-inch diameter. Common size for a large chassis vehicle like a truck or a van. A notepad file is open. Looks like a journalist's. I've added a transcript to your data drive. We know she was here at least.
Thanks, Bags.
Someone spray painted the security cameras.
Damn. What's next?
Oh, calm down. Did you think I had you take all those photos for my invite feed? If you find the CTOS hub, I can cross-reference the stills you took with the security feed and isolate the moments before the journalist was taken. It may contain a clue.
I understand.
Found it. Here is the image just as the camera was blacked out. Notice the van in the background. The partial license plate number indicates this is a government vehicle.
Alrighty.
Fascinating.
This confirms the journalist was most likely abducted by SIRS. You know who might know where an SIRS operative would take a questionably legally detained journalist? Another SIRS operative. I've got Malik on the line.
Can we actually trust him?
Do you have to? I suppose I might have an agenda. Then again, I might just be bored.
Yes, and?
Look closely at the paint in the security still. It's not commercial. That's Kark paint. Chemical resistant. Military. Do you remember earlier when you saved me from Albion?
Fuck you!
Oh, come on, that was fun. Anyway, I didn't want the day to be a waste, so I installed a worm in their comms equipment that fed me, among other things, data on their supply requisitions. I just gave Bagley access to it.
Looks like Albion just ordered a crate of Kark paint in that color to the Albion Internment Center. Pushing the coordinates now.
Let's fly there. Can't be that far. It'll only take 3 hours to fly there. Not too bad. I got to say, the PS5 version looks better.
Yeah?
Yeah, everything's a little shinier, the textures are a little better in 4K, reflections on the water, reflections from light. It looks really good. Marble stop. Yeah, they had shot my cargo drone, so it was making fritzing noises. So I just swapped it out for a new one, fresh one. No fritzing noises, much better.
This is the Albion Internment Center. That journalist who was investigating the SIRS illegal kidnapping program should be inside.
Calling additional units.
There's a counterterrorism drone spawn, and I just keep calling new ones to to continually betray and attack their own team.
No! No!
I'm not even hacking anything for the most part.
Drone's got a bead on them.
Yeah, I've done that.
I'm taking a bullet!
Them nah get away! Them fuck off! We better check back with the others!
Alright, dude, I will catch you later on this week, probably around Wednesday or something.
We should do a prediction show for Wednesday, since it's basically pay-per-view.
Well, the only title that's online is the main title. I would consider it a pay-per-view. Darby's not defending, because Cody and Darby's taking on. Well, I don't think the Bucks are defending, and we know Cody and Darby are taking on Big Dude and Starks.
Yeah.
So that's one title out of contention. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Will Hobbs.
But the tag team could still be.
We'll see. If they announce the rest of the matches, if the titles are on the line, I think we should do it. Because if it's just Mox's title,
just Mox's title.
But I do like their headers, like every up on Twitter. They're doing like a game, like a winter is coming, Games of Thrones kind of thing. Like everybody's like war is coming on, like Will Hobbs, stuff like that. So it'd be interesting. But yeah, we'll keep an eye out, see what they say on Dark and everything. I don't know. I watched last week's, but I didn't hear them really say anything about the matches. So yeah, I'll keep on Twitter and everything, see if they're going to defend the titles or see what the matches are. Alright, dude, have a good night. I'll talk to you later.
Gotcha. There's 10 tech points. And some interrogation rooms. And this is pretty grimdark. Huh. Well, if I gotta go in there.
Drone, initiate search.
Help!
I fucking owe you. Shit. Thanks.
Right, get her out.
Thank you. Oh, real.
I don't see anyone following you.
Thanks for saving my life and everything, but we need to keep this short. I need to get the fuck out of the country, like, now.
Well, I'm with DedSec. How can we help?
All right, maybe you'll have more luck than me. See, Sir's found a legal loophole that lets them pick you up for anything. If your barber's banker opened an account for one of the tone bombers, then they can arrest you. No warrant. And the Snoopers Charter makes it legal.
How could they do that?
Ever since London got on CTOS, Sirs has full access to every email, every phone call, every CCTV stream, everything. When you give over that much information to the government, the question isn't how could they do it, it's how could they not?
But the government's supposed to protect us. Oh, here, this is an address. One of us will come with a clean passport. I hope that helps.
Once the journalist makes it to safety, I'll make DedSec resources available to her so she can finish her story.
Great idea, Bags.
Okay, mission. The main mission. Kelly auction. Okay, so where do I need to go for that? He has not told me yet. How about now? Nope. There we go. Oh, look at that. It just happens to be right next to me.
that was simple, even for you. Give me a moment to decipher the security codes.
So, Bagley, what do you have?
Mary Kelly is holding her sale at Hackney Baths. Opened in 1904, it was, as the name implies, a public sanitation facility. In today's more enlightened modern times, it's a slave trading market.
She mentioned foreign investors, so this is big. It means associates, clients, employees, anyone remotely involved in her organization. We're taking Mary Kelly down from within.
Inspector Lau wants to take her case against Mary Kelly to a contact in the Attorney General's office, which means gathering as much data as we can to make sure it has the leverage needed for them to prosecute.
The microchips are a huge part of this equation that we know almost nothing about. We need something tangible about these things. See if you can find anything. Blueprints, receipts, samples.
So, the plan is simple. Crash the Kellys' soiree, find out as much as you can, and, minor detail, try not to get killed.
Yep.
Can't be too careful at the Baths team. Mary can kill all her captives with the push of a button. If we try to free them now, they're good as dead. She doesn't know we're on to her yet. That gives us the advantage.
So no pressure there either. You know. Oh, and it's all the way across the city. Alright. Let's fast travel to Old Street. This really looks good, especially with the reflections on the water. I mean, on the streets. It's crazy good.
We don't have to put up with this. We've got rights. We can't be treated this way any longer.
I've handled people 1,000 times worse than you without even blinking.
Hey, Marshal. Yeah, so long.
Thank God you're here. Yeah. Oh, no, what? Yes. Christ, I can't believe you're here.
That's weird. They're smoking. Area is secure. Over. M4 suspect dealt with.
Well, at least I'll have unlocked a new underground.
You got beef with me, huh? Hey, thanks report. No. We're not dinner. I'm ready for a catch-up. There you did it. Now all hell.
Actually, I'd like to push our work process clear down and replace with contract. Seems unlikely. I'll see what this these days. Right there. Let's be honest.
You pisshead!
Oh, okay.
You okay?
That's great. Absolutely.
Yeah, whatever.
If you can, yeah, sure. Yeah,
yeah.
Wouldn't mind, that'd be fantastic.
No, I entirely understand.
Left turn, Clyde.
What now?
Don't just blunder in. Hack the building's CTOS hub and see what to expect once you're inside.
Good call.
Open your eyes.
I see how it is. Come on.
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay.
Let's see what we got.
I'm in.
Get all the names, places, dates, whatever information you can in there. We need to build this case. And find a way to free those people.
I'll see what else I can find.
Aye, no one's here yet. Good thing, too. The champagne's late. And you know how these rich bastards like free flunk. We ain't off the teat with it. Yeah, products primed and ready for sale, no worries. Nah, she ain't coming. Not for this lot, at least, which is fine with me. She's the boss and all, but, exactly. Always on eggshells when she's around. Oh, bound to be bloody, too.
Press secretary. Nice.
They're offering a surprisingly wide selection.
My employer had access to a pre-auction list. Our selections have already been made. I'm only here as a physical proxy. Take delivery.
Any cameras. Well, there we go.
Come on, look at the camera. Straight. Right, that's good. Stand up now. Get your fucking ass up. Fucking miserable. There's no way this bastard will sell. The buyers expect high quality stuff.
All right then, get him downstairs. We'll update the catalogue and put his stats
No,
online.
no, I'm sorry. I'll do what you say. Don't take me there, no!
Shut the fuck up!
Damn. What the hell?
We need to dig into this.
Chances are good the basement will be locked. Chances are equally good that one of these knobheads left their access codes laying around somewhere.
There we go. Hijack. Look to the left.
Thanks for the cellar key, knobhead.
Brilliant.
Oh, fucking hell, did I just wet myself?
Dear God. Oh God. Oh no. No. Oh God.
And the captain's down, so no reinforcements for you. Trout.
Smash that spider thing.
A spider bot has infiltrated us. We gotta stop the prick running it.
Nothing to see here, just a DedSec knight in armor and a bowler hat with a skull on it. I'm definitely not DedSec. Hiding in your bushes.
Yeah, I think that's that. Stop looking.
Definitely not DedSec. Don't mind me in your basement, in your bushes.
Looks good. I'm moving on.
That's no bueno.
Stop! No point anymore!
Okay, you're not gonna let me... I have to actually go in. Uh-oh, load screen time.
How can these people call themselves human beings? They're drinking wine and buying slaves.
Keep your head. If we try anything before disabling the microchips, Mary Kelly is liable to purge her inventory.
Holy hell. This is...
That's creepy as hell. The Golden Goose is an online marketplace for buying people and organs that are still in people who will soon be dead people. Mary Kelly is a sick fuck.
I suggest washing your hands after this. Well, here's something interesting.
Miss Kelly, why is our explosive shipment delayed? You've received the crypto.
Every penny, love. Must admit, I thought you were some trolls chatting shit in Mum's basement.
And what do you think now?
I think you're well funded. And my organisation could be implicated in something quite ghastly. I think the price just doubled.
True to your reputation. But we can offer you something more valuable than money.
What's that then?
Power. We can make you the Queen of London.
Queen, eh? A queen is sovereign, autonomous.
Unchecked. Release our shipment, and London will be yours to rule.
Oh, I know a good deal when I hear one. Fireworks are on their way. Careful you don't burn yourselves now.
This is the nail in her coffin. Mary Kelly supplied the explosives for the bombings. Add that to the slaves and the organ market, she is done.
That's an interesting turn of events. So Mary isn't Zero Day, but she's involved. I have to admit, Zero Day's plan to cover their tracks was clever, and it worked. Even I didn't suspect this, and I suspect a lot of things.
Let's not lose sight of what we're doing here. We need everything on the Golden Goose for Caitlin's case. Bagley, were you able to recover any data?
This is a simple market site. I've recovered inventory lists, but not much that will help Inspector Lau's case.
Bagley, we need to find their server and get the info Caitlin needs.
Then we can shutter the horror show for good.
I'd love to, but the servers are rudely jumping all over the world. They're probably using a shuttle protocol and some kind of mix net. I can work it out, obviously, but it will take me a few days.
What about the host upstairs? He might know where they are. Save us some time.
Alrighty.
Split up and find them.
Let's not make this more unpleasant than it has to be.
Oh, that worked.
What was it?
Spider's been hacked! Enter a lockdown!
Good instincts. I've got coordinates for the Golden Goose servers, and as a bonus, the microchip control relay. Both are at Neogate.
Top job, Bagley.
Let's track them down!
Time to go.
DedSec. We need that server data. Once we have it, I'll take it to the Attorney General's office. Mary Kelly is going down for all of this.
You're right, but we can't leave the Golden Goose online. We'll have to destroy the servers and the microchip control relay. It's the only way we can save the people that are still chipped. Let's do this.
Next stop, Neogate. It seems Mary hid the Golden Goose servers in the heart of a cybersecurity software company. I don't condone her actions, but I must applaud the method.
Okay. Where to? Also, how we doing on time?
Got a potential recruit for you. I'll mark them on your map.
I can play for a little bit longer. Oh, I don't have any fast travel in the city. Oops, sorry, man. Driving cars not easy in this game. Sir, hijack. And away we go. Have a quick look at the map. Man, no metro. Oh, okay, I've passed a couple metros. Okay, good. Oh, areas on the water. Interesting.
I'm here.
Neogate hasn't been around for long, but they're leading the antivirus market. I bet the Kellys have something to do with this growing success. Regardless, we're about to destroy all of it.
Listen, I want that as bad as you do. But let's gather all the evidence we can before blowing it up. This is what we've been chasing after this whole time.
I suggest hacking the camera network to see what's what.
There it is. Sorry, man. Oh, come on. Thought I would have heard that before I got to it, but whatever. Actually, it doesn't look like there's anybody else down there. I might as well just go down there. Do this myself. Oh wow, no way to get into the server room at this point. Alright, fine. Well, what the hell? do not understand. Once you get to there, that's outside. Yeah, thanks. Not helpful. Yes, that is where I need to go. so that's up a level. Okay, great. That's down a level. Well, I'm not supposed to get in here. Okay. Oh, that's down back below. Nobody noticed.
Down here. Fuck!
Right, it's hacked. Find the fucker.
Lock down on this, please.
Yeah, sometimes it's that easy. Oh, I just missed this when I went down the server room earlier. Nice.
These feeds are from a sub-basement under the server room. Anyone up for some light entertainment?
You see, it contains a chemical cocktail. Botulinum, conotoxin, succinylcholine. Well, why go into specifics if you wouldn't even understand? Let's just say it took a lot of trial and error to get the mix right. Wouldn't want to killing too quickly or contaminating the organs.
Oh my god. This is where they implant the microchips. Test them. Bagley, capture all this footage. It's all going into my case file.
Here's another. I'm glad to see they're trying to keep things sterile. Don't want to risk infection. One more.
At issue are the strong convulsions triggered by the microchips, and concern over the possibility of damaging the valuable merchandise, the eyes being the most vulnerable. Initial findings indicate that the microcharge may be the problem. Although the damage to the lower stem is minimal, it is enough to trigger strong convulsions in approximately Okay, Bagley, 34% please of stop. cases.
I can't watch this anymore. There's a special place in hell for all the people involved in this operation.
You've got all the Golden Goose data along with this footage. Plus, you have her conspiring in the bombings. That must be enough to put Mary away.
I hope so. Now, how about blowing that shit up and disabling those microchips?
Brill.
That's it. No sense looking for her anymore.
Time to leave Mary Kelly a present. Let's blow this shit up.
That.
This should do it.
Time to go. Hop goes the weasel.
The microchips are no longer functioning. I think Kelly's Golden Goose is cooked.
Bagley, your jokes need work.
Just leave the area before the same thing happens to you, all right?
We have enough, DedSec. I'm going to my contact in the Attorney General's office right now. No time to waste. Mary Kelly is finally going down. Thanks.
Don't let us down, Caitlin.
There's still people out there chipped under Mary's control. We can't just abandon them.
Any second now, Mary Kelly is going to realize that her personal slaves are no longer slaves and more like potential witnesses. We should apprehend her before she turns them into definite corpses.
We can't risk that happening. It might throw a spanner in Caitlin's plans. But we need to help those last few people she's threatening.
The Kelly stronghold is at the Sandstone residence. I've marked it on your map.
No, you haven't, Bagley. Now you have, Bagley. Actually, it's not far. Let's keep our convenient travel so we don't have to actually get our hands dirty. Let the spider bot do the talking.
Fucking move. Right.
Mary's possibly going on a rampage of cleaning house. She still has control over the microchips in her vicinity. We need to disable them from her security system if we don't want all the help to die.
I understand.
Something.
Alright? Service went kablooey. Whole operations up in smoke.
That's why she asked for all of them to be brought downstairs. She's going to liquidate, isn't she?
I don't know. Seems a waste to me, but I've been around long enough to know she knows best.
Aye. Long enough to know when it's best to keep your mouth shut.
Shut up! Did you hear that?
Just bait them all in.
Listen!
I'm not sure how to get...
Just find her.
We've got a body here! Lock down that spider!
man. Come on.
They just up and vanished.
Yeah, while I'm waiting, let's look at our tech points. I don't know, man. Sure, why not? Okay.
Brill. Done. Have a look at this.
Come on, scum! Shit work! Oh, bring it on then, fuck! Come! Peter!
Jesus.
Right. Well, at least the chips are disabled. Mary has sealed herself in her office downstairs, but the mainframe will repower the elevator. Oh, and guards are on the lookout, so do try to survive.
Brill.
You need to stay near the mainframe long enough so I can reactivate the lift to Mary's office.
No problem.
Bloody chips don't work! I'm in my office. Come exterminate the vermin. Peter's down. Get your useless asses down here and end these cockroaches. Come over here! Do your fucking job!
Yeah, I already took care of mine. Sorry. You're going to jail. Any minute now.
Done. The elevators are operational and you can access Mary's office now. And Inspector Lau is on channel. None too happy, I'm afraid.
DedSec, what the hell are you doing over there? We had a deal. We do this my way. That's why we gathered all that proof. I have the paperwork we need.
Is your paperwork going to stop her killing her slaves? The woman's a mad dog, Lau.
We don't have time to fucking discuss this again. Get in there and stop her from doing anything drastic. I'm on my way.
man. Make me go down there. How do I... Yeah, can't modify it now. Alright, fine.
Come on then. I don't need no fucking microchip to gut you filthy bastards! Oh! Dead sick, is it? At least your timing's good.
The police are coming for you.
Oh, I am counting on it, love.
Everyone freeze! Back away from her. Mary Kelly, you're under arrest.
Take me in, Inspector. I'll throw myself on the mercy of the bleeding court. But don't plan on me staying around very long. You lot! I gave you purpose when this city spit you out! We'll be seeing each other again very soon. Stop! You don't think she's gonna let you scum take her white whale?
Who are you protecting? The system or the people?
Promise us. Promise us she won't go free.
Go. I'll take care of this.
Should have told him non-lethal. Just get it out of your system.
Well, DedSec, you got your wish. Mary won't be walking away from this or anything else. I wanted to do this the right way, but after everything I've seen, I guess I couldn't let her live.
She had it coming, Lau. And it's all she deserved. For the lives she destroyed, for Angel. You did the right thing.
She only reaped what she sowed, Caitlin. At least now she won't harm anyone else.
I don't know. That was some version of justice, but not mine. At least, I didn't think it was when we started all of this.
Well, the Queen may be dead, but there are plenty of Clan Kelly peons willing to take up the mantle.
You're right about that, Bagley. I will keep my ear to the ground. I hear about more Clan Kelly shenanigans, you'll be the first to know. You're good partners, DedSec. Let's keep it going.
All right. And with that, we're going to call it an evening. Thanks for watching, everyone. As always, if you'd like to support us, you can do so by clicking follow on Twitch. The subscribe button, if you're able to, will make you one of our rock stars. On YouTube, make sure you click like, subscribe, and the bell so you get notified every time we upload new content,
this.
which is
Got
almost
word from
every single
Hamish
day of
that
the week.
Nigel Cass is planning to unveil
Or
some
head to
new nasty project at a press conference.
patreon.com/Gamersledge, where you can
And
get your
why would
name
I
on
like
every
that?
single show that we do for as
Albion's
little
always
as
got some
$1 a
sort of
month.
nasty plan going.
Just like the fine
Because-
folks that are scrolling across your screen right now, our Patreon and Twitch producers. Thanks for watching, as always. And until next time, game on.